Let's get back to Eamon Javers in Washington. He's got more details on the special prosecutor indicting former President Donald Trump on 2020 election interference. Eamon.
Well, Melissa, we know that the former president has now been summoned to appear at a federal courthouse here in Washington, D.C. on August 3rd at 4 p.m. That's this coming Thursday. So this is a pretty quick turnaround here in terms of the process of this indictment that we're now seeing unfold. It's a 4-count indictment just dropped within the past hour. And in it, the government is alleging a massive conspiracy from the Trump campaign to hold on to power and the former president himself. They're citing 3 separate conspiracies here happening sort of simultaneously. One was a conspiracy to defraud the United States by using dishonesty, fraud, and deceit to impair, obstruct, and defeat the lawful federal government function in terms of collecting election results. Also, a conspiracy to corruptly obstruct and impede the January 6th congressional proceeding itself, and then a conspiracy against the right to vote and to have one's vote counted in general. So 3 separate conspiracies there being alleged in this indictment. There's also some interesting material here in terms of former Vice President Mike Pence. You know, we do know that he went in and testified before the grand jury. What we haven't known until now is what Mike Pence told that grand jury. We're getting some hint of it in the text of this indictment, one of which centers around this idea that Trump allegedly knew that the claims he was making about election fraud were false. The indictment says that the defendant's vice president, that is Pence, who personally stood to gain by remaining in office as part of the defendant's ticket and whom the defendant asked to study fraud allegations, told the defendant that he had seen no evidence of outcome determinative fraud. And even more detail here, on January 1st, Trump calls the vice president, according to this indictment, and berates him because he learned that the vice president had opposed a lawsuit that Trump wanted to move forward with. And in that statement, in that comment, the president says to the vice president, quote, "You're too honest." So there's an indication here from the text that what they're trying to do is suggest that Trump knew that he was lying here. We also now have a statement from the Trump campaign. They're saying this is nothing more than the latest corrupt chapter in the continued pathetic attempt by the Biden crime family and their weaponized Department of Justice to interfere with the 2024 presidential election in which President Trump is the undisputed frontrunner. So, Melissa, we will see the president now on August 3rd here in Washington, D.C. at 4 p.m. And you can imagine that will be quite a spectacle here in Washington coming up later this week, Melissa.